Hello guys, what's going on? You may be wondering why I'm on a pillar, and that's because we're gonna be showing, well, I'm gonna be showing you the best uses for honey blocks. Now, we do not need slime blocks anymore, because quite frankly, they're kind of useless now. I'm kidding. They're very handy. I love slime blocks. I use them in a lot of redstone, but we have something new, honey blocks. So this is a 40 block pillar, and if I fall down, oh no, I die. I'm gonna collect this. Now if I land on, let's say, a slime block, I will take no damage, unless I'm holding shift, and then I will. Now I'm just gonna get my health back up, and now if we went down to this honey block at 40 blocks high, watch what happens. We only take like 4 hearts of damage. So slime blocks will let us have no damage. A ground will give us full damage, we will just die. But honey blocks, they absorb some more damage. Now here's another fun fact about honey blocks. They are not a full block. You can see that my feet are about a pixel in. I think honey blocks are a pixel lower. So that is another fun fact, which will come in handy for the next bit. Now this should be, yeah. Now for the next part I was talking about is this. Slime blocks, since they are a block lower, entities will not be able to jump out and come at you. So you can create animal pens that are 1 block high, and it doesn't count if there's enemies around you. They'll still be able to move normally. Go away. Ah! Go. But yeah, all they can do is blow up. That's about it. Other than that, they can't get out. So you can use it for defenses like this next example. Now another one would be that you can create things where they can't get in. Haha, you can't get in my base. How's that sound? Hey? You can't get in my base. See, now what happens is they get stuck here and they won't want to come in. But
at last, I am surrounded by people who get me. People who understand me and people who think like me. Man, this feels good.
Now another trick for slime blocks, oh my god, honey blocks, is the fact that items will stick to it and it will just keep on going. Now there is something else cool other than just items being able to do it. As a player, you can also do it. You can travel along it. So if you create something like this, you could transport yourself pretty far. So it could... Okay, I don't think you can make it 5 blocks. You might be able to, but who knows? But you could still do a whole bunch of capabilities, like... I'll show you another example. Another example would be you have something like this. So items will stop when they hit a corner, but if you're a player, you could do this and you could make it all the way to the bottom safely. So you could create some cool things with this, like some weird staircase. I don't know. It's pretty cool. You could have, there's so many possibilities with this. It's just amazing. Now another cool feature of the honey block is, again, it is a pixel smaller and it's transparent. So if you take a bow and you aim in between these little pixels here through the transparent part, you can hit objects through them, whether it's a player or an animal. You can shoot through part of the block. It's not very much of the block, but you can create some pretty cool hidden things with these things. Now, one other comparable feature that a lot of you probably know, slime blocks and honey blocks do not stick together. Now, there is something entertaining about these. If we put a block on the slime block and one on the honey block, I don't want to pick them back up, please. Watch what happens with the slime block one. it doesn't move, and it bounces items. That's what the slime block does. It bounces items, bounces players, everything. It's jumpy. The honey block, however, items stick to. So you can create things like this. Okay, now while it's working, as you can see, we could build like a type of conveyor system. So we could travel, we can move the blocks with it, so we could have multiple even. The slime does not do that, but this does. Now the nice thing about this is, want to know what honey blocks do? But since it is a transparent block, hoppers pick up items from them, which is really awesome. So you could have these hoppers set to things like this. Now the nice thing about this is, want to see something funny? If I put that on there, it won't get sucked up. If I put anything other than that on there, it will not get sucked up. But if I put a pile of logs, kind of like the redstone sorting system, it will get sucked in because it is set for logs essentially. So what this means is we can do pretty cool things with sorting. Another example would be item sorters using water, of course. Now, if you set it up right, you could have an infinite sorter just doing a diagonal line because you can make the water run infinitely. Now, this you might want, for concrete, you might want the honey on the bottom because concrete actually sinks, I believe, in the water. Especially when I throw it in, it sinks. This one, as you can see, all of them have one slot. That's what they're set up for. Now, some of them don't make it, but that's because this isn't a very efficient way of doing things. It's very inefficient unless you probably like put a honey block down there. For items that float, it can be efficient. And of course, we do get some in there. Now, if I throw an assortment here of blocks, we'll just throw an assortment. See what we get going on. Some of the white didn't make it, but that's okay. Let's go pick up that. Now, we got our 59 blue back. The blue didn't get sucked in. Oh yeah, we have a empty hopper there that I forgot to fill up. Our red, we got one in the red. We got some in the cyan. And we got nothing in the white, because it's not a very efficient setup. But if you set it up efficiently, it will work. So that's an example of how an item sorter would work with water. This one doesn't work because it sucks, but you get the idea. Now another one could be an armor stand switcher. So it's just cycling through the armor stands. Now this is big scale and it's not working the proper way I want it, but if you know how to do redstone, unlike me, and when you have time to do the redstone, then it can make some great things. So that was the video for today, guys. Just wanted to show you some like tips and tricks with honey blocks. And I'm not that good at redstone, as you can see. My circuit failed for some reason. I don't exactly know why. Actually, it's probably due to the fact that it's just circling around. Like we want it like that. Boom. Now it's fixed. So what happens is you press this button, it should cycle through once. So yeah, press it. It'll go, yeah, since I didn't start on the armor stand, which is sad, it'll just go to there. Okay, fix the circuit. It's still ugly, but for me it's functional. But usually you'd have this smaller so you could fit like 4 armor stands, you don't need this many. Also, I broke it many times. I've just built it proper and you can have a working armor stand set. Anyways, guys, I wish you all a great day. And yeah, this was a short video on honey blocks and why they are better than slime blocks. I still like slime blocks, just so you know. Honey blocks are still fun. So yeah, you can do many things. You can shoot bows through them, whatever. Parkour, trap animals in a pen, jump off and survive, as well as sort items and conveyors. They're pretty handy. And yeah, that's about it. Bye-bye!